What's up, guys? Glenn Cunningham, team leader, Keller Williams here in Little Rock. Today, I am joined by the one and only Brittany Conley. So thanks for joining me today.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, for sure. So super excited for Brittany. So Brittany's been with us how long now?
6 to 8 months.
Yeah, that's a little more than 6 months. Yeah, great. Doing great, by the way.
Thanks.
Which is awesome. So I wanted to interview Brittany today because she's come over here, and I think your business has just been lit on fire since you've been here. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's talk about that. So tell me about your business. Let's just go like the year, like the rolling 12 months before you came here. How was business?
I was in a lull. That's the nice way I like to put it.
Okay.
So I was in a 4-month lull when I joined Keller Williams, and then immediately after the new year, after getting all this training and knowledge and stuff like that, immediately after the new year, it was
Just took off rolling.
just bam, bam, bam. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a few questions about that here in a minute. So 4-month lull. So the 12 months before us, do you have any idea like what your production was or how many units you like? Do you have a ballpark just for reference?
Yeah. So my first year in real estate, I had 12 transactions, but only 6 made it to the closing table.
Oh wow. Okay.
My second year, I had 12 full transactions.
Okay.
And where I stand right now is I'm already at 8 for the year.
Wow.
Because of Keller Williams.
Kudos to you. Good
Yeah.
job. Okay, cool. So that already answers my second question is like, well, how's business looking now? So you've already done 8 year to date since you've been here, right? What all is in your pipeline? What do you have working right now?
I have 3 under contract right now, possibly 1 under contract in the next 24 hours.
Okay.
And then several new appointments.
That's
So,
great.
Yeah.
Cool. So before you came to KW, in a rolling 12 months, you did 12 deals, which is still not bad. I mean, the average agent does like 6 deals a year, right? So the fact that you did 12 doubles what the average agent does. So by all means, you're doing great. But you're on pace to do 12 in the first 6 months here now.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. That's
Love
great. Okay. So, all right, so let me ask you this. What brought you here? You were with someone else before this. You transferred in, and we're not going to talk negatively about anybody, but what drew you to KW? What was that about?
Just the team atmosphere, the culture. As soon as you walked in the door, everybody was nice and friendly, welcoming. That competition stigma wasn't exactly there. It was just all about collaboration and help. And it also kind of helps that you guys rolled out the red carpet for me and
Okay.
a couple other little things.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
very nice.
Well, good. So what changed in your business since you've been here? If you can identify 1 or 2 or 3 things, that'd be great. Like, what were you doing a year ago? What weren't you doing a year ago that you are doing now?
So the 80-20 rule was the very first thing that I learned at the very first training that I did here.
Okay.
And that single-handedly helped me kind of hone in on exactly what all I needed to do. Because like in real estate, there's 100 different things that you need to be doing all the time. And I just couldn't make sense of all of it. And then coming here was like 20% of the work will yield you 80% of your business. And for whatever reason, that just completely made sense to me. And now I hyper focus on that 20, and the other 80 can just get fit in where it gets fit in.
Yeah, for sure. And also too, you joined a team. You didn't join a team right out of the gates, right? You joined a team recently, which I think was a good move for you.
Yes.
Did you agree?
Yeah.
I'd say something. Yeah. So one thing that teams are really good at here, I've noticed, is that 80-20 rule, that Pareto's principle. And really where I'm going with that is that you said it perfectly. There's 100 different things that you have to do as a realtor. But 80% of your results come from the 20%. And that 20% are things that you need to be focused on, which is lead generation and script and role play and negotiating contracts and going on appointments and writing deals, right? And the rest of that stuff needs to be leveraged off at some point. Right, which is what that team is really helping you do right now, because you have people in place to where you don't have to do all your paperwork.
Yep.
Right?
I took leveraging to the next level and leveraged with Kelly Ellison herself.
It's exactly right. Yeah, it's exactly right. But because you have people in place now to take a lot of stuff off your plate as far as the marketing goes and all the paperwork goes and all that stuff, so you can actually focus more on your 20%. Right?
Yep.
So you don't have to join a team to do that, though.
No.
Right?
No.
Right? So we talk about this all the time. It's really I don't want to put words in your mouth, but it's really come down to time blocking, hasn't it? Like to get like your lead gen done, to get the important stuff done.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, because I think the mistake that a lot of people make, especially when they're solo agents, is they take all these 100 things and they have a list of 100 things and they just start checking things off as fast as they can, and they don't prioritize what's important. And they may not lead gen today. Instead, they'll work on an URSA, or they'll go sit in an inspection. All those things are important, but it's not the 20%, right?
Yeah, the entrepreneur in me was looking at the list and checking off what I wanted to do, not what I needed to do.
That's exactly right. Yeah, for sure. So you already answered kind of my next question, but I'll ask it anyway. Since you've been here, aside from the 80-20 rule, what other models or systems have you adopted? What else are you implementing?
The two biggest things is the command software.
Oh yeah,
is freaking phenomenal. So it's a CRM, it's your task, it's a calendar, it's everything that a real estate agent truly needs.
Because you said the 80-20 rule, which is a model in the system, and then you're leveraging through the technology and command and the CRM. So that would be your two.
Yeah.
Unless you just had a third one, but
the economic model.
Yeah.
Really kind of like, to get where you gotta go, you gotta like go further back, and that really helped me in realizing how many appointments I need to go on in order to get a signed buyer, a signed seller, and then from there get converting it to close and just
so it brought
micro numbers.
Well, it brought clarity though, right? Right. So we say this all the time, especially in bold, because you came to bold with us, right?
Yes.
Excuse me, but we say in bold all the time that clarity is power. Right, and what I find is that most agents aren't lazy; they just don't know what to do. Right, and if you know through an economic model that I need to go on, 55 appointments this year to make X, well, then it's just break that down and how do I just go on an appointment, X amount of appointments this week, right? So that's really what you've done, is you just broke that down.
Yeah.
Cool. Makes sense to me. Okay, last thing. What advice would you give to an agent now, knowing what you know now, coming from going out of a lull and kind of being in a hyper competitive environment to more of like a team environment, to knowing what you know now? What advice would you give an agent that's just not hitting their goals or dissatisfied?
Start with KW first.
Okay, check.
Just start with KW first. Don't go anywhere else first. You can come here and stay for a year, 2 years, 3 years, and then make a switch later on. But the basic fundamentals are here. And I highly, highly recommend starting here.
Got it.
So where you potentially won't go anywhere else.
I get you. As far as, so that's great. I think it's great advice there. But as far as systems and models go, I think just to recap this, I think you got to get clear about what you want. Right, you get to do an economic model and at least gain the clarity on where you're going. You got to adopt the 80-20 rule, right? Anything else? Anything you've learned from the team? Let me ask this one's off the cuff. Anything you've learned on the team that you're like, holy cow, if I'd have just been doing this sooner?
Asking questions.
Ooh, what do you mean?
Asking questions. It's part of our job, as so many other firms will teach you out there to sell. And the stigma of sell is like you do all the talking.
Right.
And in real estate, you're helping someone make a huge financial decision and choose you to be the leader of it. So a quick and easy way to get to know them, but also earn their trust, is to ask more questions, understand why it's important, understand why they're moving, ask them what they're going to do if their house doesn't sell, because things do happen in real estate. So asking those questions, you really form a bond, but you also gain clarity on how to represent them.
Yeah, I love that. Yep, I've always found that if you ask more questions, you come across as more genuine and sincere because you care about their motivation. It's not just you chasing down a commission check and getting a household.
Absolutely.
For sure. No, love that. All right. Cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate the time.
My pleasure.
Perfect. All right. Good to go. Thanks, guys.